Welcome Diecast fans, I'm Tom Spanners-Watson.
And I'm Frank DeGura Gibbs.
And welcome to round number 2 of the Big Kahuna Truck Race Series.
Now, just like last week, we've got the same point setup, 6, 4, 2, 1 and 0, but you get half points if you're on your wheels and all the way through Kahuna Corner, but not across the finish line. That way, if you get held up, you at least still make some points.
Now, today's drivers in the F-150, we've got Lewis Holloway. In the Datsun 620, we've got JB. In the other F-150 Lightning, we've got Rick Zen. And finally, we've got Bobber driving the 76 Dodge.
If round 1 was anything to go by, I'm expecting a lot of action from tonight.
Absolutely, mate. All right, let's head up to the top, where we've got Lewis Holloway and Bobber in the front row as we get underway. Oh, JB a bit slow out of the gate there. The others taking off. Away goes Lewis Holloway, looking good. Bit of a spin in behind. Lewis Holloway with a big win there. And all 4 drivers make it across the line. JB only just.
But there was a nice drive from Bobber, picking up second place. Lewis Holloway taking that first spot.
They rotate around. Bobber now in the inside lane. We've got Rick Zen outside. Rick Zen trying to make a move, but Bobber gets in. Close battle between Lewis Holloway and Rick Zen. Lewis Holloway slips through the inside, and JB and Rick Zen battling out for 3rd and 4th. That was super close right at the end.
That was a great drive. Look at those 2 Lightnings right beside each other. Rick Zen trying to block him out, but Lewis Holloway managed to find that gap beautifully and just push his way through.
Yeah, this was a superb bit of driving. Rick Zen playing a bit dirty there, trying to nose Lewis Holloway into the wall. But well done. And then JB there with a nice little overtake right at the end. He'll just come through and take that extra position.
Yeah, that was a very tasty move by JB there. But look at this point spread. We've got 2 drivers on 10 and the other 2 on 3. That's a massive gap as we go to race number 3.
Well, we've got the points leaders in the back and the slower cars up front. Let's see if they can do something with the space. JB making a bit of a break for it. Here he goes. Oh, we've got 2 cars off the track at the back. JB blocking the track as Rick Zen pushes him across the line. And what happened with Bobber and Lewis Holloway there?
The way those 2 started to crash, I was just expecting to see car parts all over the track. Let's go back through the Big Kahuna replay and see just what happened to them both. Bobber goes wide, bounces off the Corvette body that's parked there, and then you've got Lewis Holloway trying to pull a hey damn, but couldn't quite get back on the track.
And look at the way Rick Zen goes in, nose up there, drags his tail on the ground. But you're right, it definitely looked like Lewis Holloway was attempting a hey damn there. Now, if you're not familiar with the hey damn move, go back to our JDM series. It was one of the most epic moves we've ever seen at the Canyon.
Yeah, that was a great move, but those 2 will be shaken up like a milkshake after that one.
Lewis Holloway still in first with Bobber, even though they got 0 points.
And with that move from JB, he's now only 1 point off the lead, and he's got a real shot on moving on.
Well, they get underway. Lewis Holloway jumps out quick. Bobber right on his tail. JB close in behind. Lewis Holloway making a run for it. Oh, all 4 drivers slowing down. Lewis Holloway gets away. Bobber comes in second. And then we've got JB and Rick Zen crawling across the line there. So congratulations, Lewis Holloway in the F-150 Lightning and Bobber in the 76 Dodge. You'll be moving through to the next round.
A couple of big accidents and a lot of tight racing, just what we expect from these trucks.
All right, it's time for us to pay the bills, so we're going to take a short break. But before you go, remember to check out chaoscanyonmerch.online and get your Chaos Canyon merchandise. Welcome back, race fans. All right, get ready for group number 4. Let's take a quick look at who's driving. So we've got Hazard in the 65 Ranchero, High Octane in the C3500, Big Mike from NZ Racing in the 49 Ford F1, and Sweet Tea in the 56 Ford.
Outlaws fans will recognise those last 2 drivers, but this is Sweet Tea's first time driving a pickup truck. Let's see if she can handle her jandle in the truck.
Well, Mike, of course, in that blue F1. Oh, and over goes Sweet Tea in the first corner. But Hazard is well clear, nicely through Kahuna Corner and cruises down for an easy win. And what happened to High Octane? Oh my goodness, he's on his roof. What the heck happened?
Let's go back through the Big Kahuna replay. I think Big Mike might have tapped Sweet Tea from behind here, threw her up onto her roof, but High Octane was miles behind. Maybe put diesel in the truck instead of High Octane.
Either that or maybe he left the handbrake on because he was well behind. But nice drive from Hazard there.
And look at this absolute carnage in behind there. It was kind of like watching really bad parkour where people are just wiping out.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't pretty to watch. But in saying that, let's have another look.
So you got Hazard well out in front, and then Sweet Tea goes over on her side. She then blocks out Big Mike, who then bounces around, takes out poor High Octane, who was just minding his own business.
So quite a dramatic start there to the racing, and Hazard jumps out to a massive lead. So we go to race number 2.
We had hoped more drivers will cross the finish line this time.
Big Mike jumping out quick here. Sweet Tea on the inside. Gets right back in front. Big Mike challenging up the inside. Chases Sweet Tea down, but won't get around. And oh, High Octane with the absolutely unnecessary side hit into Hazard there.
Yeah, that was a great battle up front. Big Mike got a little bit loose, but he got that under control so nicely. You'd see his rear end hanging up on that sidewall, but he got it down and then raced through to the finish. But nice job from Sweet Tea. She kept it under control with all sorts of pressure there from Big Mike. And then Hazard in behind for third place. Picks it up, but all four drivers make it across the line, and High Octane with that brutal side smash into Paul Hazard.
Even though he only picks up 2 points, Hazard holds on to the lead, but Sweet Tea close in behind now on 6. So we go to race number 3. High Octane and Big Mike in the front row this time. They get underway. Big Mike will come out with the lead here. Sweet Tea pushing into second place. High Octane trying to get around. Looks like one of them went over. Who was it? And where are they all? Oh my goodness, why did Hazard stop in KM corner? Oh, and it was Sweet Tea went over and she blocked out High Octane.
Let's go back to the Big Kahuna replay. So it looks like Hazard just stopped at the Texaco maybe to get some gas or a coffee or something. And then up front, Big Mike well out in front, and you've got Sweet Tea looking really good there. Drifted round. Oh, she undercooked her drift and then just clipped the wall, flipped her over, and then High Octane just nowhere to go.
Big Mike moving into first position now. Hazard drops down to second, and we've got Sweet Tea not far behind.
High Octane's going to need a miracle if he's going to get through from here.
High Octane on the inside, Hazard on the outside. Both these drivers will be looking for some points here. Hazard getting out quick. Oh, he goes over, and he's blocking the track. High Octane trying to push through. Big Mike giving him a shove from behind, and away they go. They make it across the finish line incredibly there. Hazard left on his roof, short of the finish line. Oh, and Sweet Tea is over again.
Well, that means it's time for a Big Kahuna replay. So Hazard drifted wide, got up on his side, couldn't get it back under control like the other trucks last week, flipped right over, and then he was blocking the track. High Octane trying to muscle through there, and then Big Mike comes through with a big assist, but Sweet Tea rolling over all by her lonesome, just couldn't keep it rubber side down this time.
Well, she does tend to go hard, so it's all or nothing. She won one race and then just didn't finish the other 3. It's unfortunate for her.
Yeah, but those two up front, man, they were not stopping for anybody. High Octane absolutely muscling through there, and Big Mike right on his tail. So that pushes him up into second place.
Whoa, that's a big jump from a slow start. Congratulations, High Octane and Big Mike. You'll be moving through to the next group next week as well.
That was unbelievable to be in last place in race 3 and then come through and make it into the final.
Lots of action tonight.
There was everything from massive crashes to some amazing overtaking, a great tight racing.
These trucks certainly seem to do it all. And if you want to see more action from behind the scenes, early driver calls, and hear about what we're doing, make sure to check out the memberships. There's lots of different options there.
But even if you don't want a membership, you can still really help us out by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving us a comment.
All right, that's enough from us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time. So, Frank, do you think anyone's got what it takes to take down Matty Brewer in that treasure hunt truck of his?
Oh, I was actually really impressed with Big Mike tonight, but also Lewis Holloway. That lightning, it just looks like grease lightning, mate. Be real interesting in the next round.
Although I've got to say, there was no drifting tonight and not as good a car control as last week.
I guess you'll just have to watch this space.